Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 324 of the Threat Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. That is me. I'm sounding a lot less gruff, a lot less coffee this week. That's amazing. However, we've got a quota that we need to reach. So a very, very ill Lee Padabadabadabadabadoo. Hi.
I'm not ill.
I thought you were.
Tired.
I'm just tired, man.
That's a type of illness.
Yeah.
When I was looking at Matt thinking, is he ill?
I'm sure we've all got
me, and I was
we've all got
like,
a residue of it. We'll make up the quota between us. And
I
as
just
you
feel
heard,
like shit, man. I'm busy as fuck, and I am exhausted, man.
Indeed. But you have made some time this week to come chat absolute bullshit. Sometimes about guitar stuff, but a lot of the time about not related things.
Hey, last week we had tangents that were guitar related.
Yeah, our tangents pushed us onto guitar.
Yeah, we accidentally did some guitar related tangents last week. I don't know how we did it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen this
week. I
week.
don't believe it.
Not going to happen.
I refuse to believe this bullshit.
Well, there's audio evidence out there. You are free to check that out. And as you heard, Mr. Matt Quine. So hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
It would be wrong if we didn't do that at the start of a podcast. One time, we've just got to do it. We've got to leave it a little bit of time just to make people itch
just leave it till 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Set yourself an alarm.
Yeah.
But now they know.
Yeah. But they don't know when. And I'll forget by next week, I'll be honest.
They're least expecting it.
Indeed. Right, gentlemen. Lovely time to, of course, mention our sponsor, which is affordable.co.uk, bringing you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo, and Caline at amazing prices. They are a UK company with all their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. Check them out at affordable.co.uk. Definitely do. There's a pedal that's coming up on my No Circle Tone this week, or last Friday for you lot, which is available there. So if you like Auto Wars, definitely check it out. Auto Wars? Wow.
Boing.
Yeah. Auto Wars, a bit like power supplies, not the most exciting things, but when you need them, you need them.
Does anybody ever need an auto wah? Just use a wah.
That's the reason
What
why
if Hendrick's foot fell off?
He's got another one.
Yeah,
Sit down and use the other one.
Off by now. They've both probably fallen off by now.
I said he probably can't. I mean, if we're going with Dead Hendrix, he's probably going to struggle to play.
Well, if you had an auto white, it would be easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Granted. Yeah, I mean the logic checks.
Thank you.
Oh,
Starters we need to go on. Right, gentlemen, we've been building up a little bit of a tradition on the Threat Talk podcast over the last couple of weeks, where we introduce the podcast with the shit news of the week. And I think there is a clear winner this week. There's a clear winner. So
Are you about to make Lee angry, or
maybe? I don't know. Right, so let's talk about the Gibson Les Paul Modern Light.
Oh, okay. We are actually going with shit news.
Yeah. It's like,
I thought you were going to take the piss out of Lee and pick the one that he likes.
No, because
To be fair,
Yeah.
I like 4 of the 3. Four
of the 3.
Yeah, 100.
Tired, man. I like
33%
3 of the 4
the
things.
choices this week.
God.
Yeah,
Take 1% of what I say as valid.
and the one that you don't like is actually the probably the best one of the week.
I mean, not that I
legit.
don't like it, I just don't know anything about it, and my interest is low on it.
Indeed. Right, so let's talk about these. I mean, the fact that we have transitioned away from the Les Paul Modern Light before we even started talking about it shows how much these are going to make an impact on the guitar world. So, yeah, they are what is essentially like a Les Paul Studio. So, look, nitro finish, but kind of glossy nitro finish.
Boo.
Boo. Was that a question? Boo.
Would you say glossy? I mean, 2 of them look glossy. The others look kind of like pastel.
Yeah,
I think they
but
are
you,
gloss.
You can have gloss and pastel. Those aren't conflicting terms.
A bit matte.
I mean, they're
Not
actually
matte, hey Matt, but
yeah. I mean, this one says satin nitrocellulose. Nitrocellulose.
so
the white
kind of like
one
halfway
is
between,
satin.
isn't it?
Yeah, so
In fact, all of them are satin,
oh my gosh,
so they're not glass.
It's not even like
So we were all wrong.
it's not even the so like satin finishes are basically like less effort than the like high gloss finish nitro and poly, because they just you don't require like rubbing them down to a mirror finish. So that's a corner that's cut.
I quite like that.
Do you?
I quite like the satin.
Yeah,
finish.
I hate high gloss finishes, so satin all the way for me.
Okay, but there's a reason why I'm mentioning the fact that it is satin rather
Cheaper
than
to do.
Yeah. Right, so standard stuff, mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard, dot inlays, slim tapered profile neck. They're basically a Les Paul studio, so no binding at all. However, they do have, they're basically looking like Fender colours, aren't they? The Fender colour Les Pauls, and they've all got matching headstocks, which was
I've never seen a red in that colour. It looks like a lipstick red, if you know what I mean. I don't think I've seen a Les Paul in that red before. Or that pink.
Yeah,
they're weird colours for Gibson.
They're kind of
definitely.
contradictory in everything you say. I'm so sorry, man.
No, he was saying they were Fender colours, which these
Oh,
are.
did you say they're Fender colours?
Yeah.
They look like Fender colours, is what he was saying.
If you had those colours on a Strat, you'd go, yeah. So, like all of them apart from the ivory, what was it? Ivory
TV wheat. Sorry,
TV wheat.
It looks like my Les Paul,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I mean that not necessarily a Fender color, but the rest of them definitely like kind of a dull metallic-y pastel thing going on. Really cool. I like the brightness of the red actually. The red one's pretty okay by me. However, so they are like 490R and 498T. So like the cheap Gibson humbuckers that you would have found in the studios.
You'd swap them out.
Yeah, well, would you? Because these are coming in at €15.99, which is 14.19 pounds
Sterling.
Which
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, considering there's no maple cap, so it's not even like a proper studio that has a maple cap.
yeah,
Old studios were just mahogany, didn't have a maple cap. Some
I've-
studios have had maple caps, yeah, but
My
the
90s
old
studio-
ones didn't.
My 90 studio and all of the modern studios have maple caps, so this is like cheaper than that.
yeah. And what does
That's funny.
a studio set you back these days? Because is it just that
Oh,
I'm
they're
amateurs?
like $2,000 now.
Oh, they fuck's sake! What
Really?
what are Gibson
Yeah,
doing?
Putting their prices up and putting off their customers.
I mean, that essentially, yes, is what's happening there.
Gibson Les Paul Studio
Go on.
comes in. Oh no, same price as these, £1,500.
Well, that's bullshit, is that?
I mean, they're all high gloss,
Yeah,
but you can get a B stock one for £13.99.
of
How
course.
much was a studio back in the day? It was like £600, wasn't
Yeah, between like
around
600 and 700 quid. Yeah,
it?
I
Let's-
remember them hitting £1,000.
yeah. But like even then, you're like, okay, I can understand that with like your Les Paul standard now being kind of close to the £2,000 mark.
Yeah.
which is probably over now.
That's
But
crazy.
like
Standard used to be £1,000.
1,500 for what is essentially like a studio. It's too much because the studios
Well,
aren't particularly well.
The studio gives you push-pull pots for coil tapping. You get a maple cap, so you've got an actual Les Paul configuration rather than just a mahogany body with no cap. Okay, you haven't got a painted headstock that is the same colour as the guitar, but I mean, I don't want that on my Les Paul.
that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
You might as well fucking make it a reverse headstock fucking Fender Strat.
You make
Just
it a
be done
reverse
with it.
headstock Gibson.
I mean, I have one of the rarest guitars in the world, and it's fucking awesome. So up yours.
Yeah, but yours isn't this.
Yeah, yours.
But these are very similar to mine. That ivory is like a poor man's version of mine.
In terms of colour, maybe that's about it, though. Like,
Well, it's got a matching headstock.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, apart from that, it's nothing like it.
Yeah, yours has got.
From the fact it looks like it, it's nothing like it.
Like,
Okay.
But yours has got like decent humbuckers in it. Yours has got like binding up to
Mine's
the
a
hill.
custom for all intents and purposes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So you can see where the money's gone into that one. This one, not so much. Like the studios have like always notoriously been a little bit knocked together rather than like refined instruments. And for 1,500 quid, you would expect something pretty damn fucking special.
These remind me of those 550 quid studio faded guitars that had no, like, they were really cheap finishes, no maple cap, no mod cons, just your bog standard.
No, they were like 900 quid. They were.
Yeah, they were literally called the studio faded.
Yeah,
and they were like in a brown and a faded wine color. Those were the two options they came in. They were about 10 years ago, I would guess. Those.
Yeah, like
they were 550 quid new, and now this looks like exactly the same guitar with a little bit of extra paint on it for 3 times the price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They did paint the headstock as well.
I did say a little bit of extra paint.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do like that red, though. I keep looking at them and thinking, oh, this is well expensive. And then looking at that red thinking, I really like that.
But it's the problem. Like, if you went into a shop and bought one of these, you would need to do some work to it to make it like a decent guitar. It'd have some setup inconsistencies. It might have like sharp frets at some bits and whatnot, because they are that kind of that middle tier price point for Gibson. And
no guitar over $1,000 should need setting up out like when you get it.
No, yeah, I bet you by the time that you get this to a stage where you would be able to gig it, it would have cost you $2,000, because you'd have fucked them tuners off because they're crappy Gibson like standardy nonsense.
ones.
They're not lock-in. So you'd fuck them off and put some decent tuners on it. You'd fuck the pickups off because the 498T and 490R or whatever they are sound crap.
They are completely wrong. You'd be better off just giving me the guitar without pickups in it, so it'd save me a job.
I would thank you if you gave me the guitar with no pickups over giving it me with them.
Yeah.
Some spade connectors so you can easily fit another set.
Yeah, brilliant. Please do.
Yeah. Or an extra, pay an extra 100 quid and get some decent bookers in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like it comes with the option of whatever pickups you want, and you can buy it from the shop with them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
like an options list on a BMW.
Oh, they've been doing like a subscription service to heated seats, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the latest,
really kicked off about it.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Because that's fucking ridiculous.
It is. It really is.
It's not how cars work, but like you already charge a damn sight more than you could for those cars.
Buy the car.
Yeah. Let's not take the piss now. But you know, that's the
pay
world
£15 a month, or you can't have a warm arse.
That's it. I mean, it's the world in which they're trying to charge 1,500 quid for a studio, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So I think from that we can say that none of us are a particular fan of these modern lights.
I like the guitar. I don't like the price.
Yeah, I think they're doing another thing as well. They're doing modern figured, which very much like the old Les Paul moderns, like from 2015 onwards, I think, which were kind of like high performance versions of the Les Paul. They've got the like burst bookers, push pull pots, phase switching. Apparently, like it goes from like a humbucker to like a P90-ish tone. So maybe it's like one of the coils is overwound to compensate for that. That's kind of cool.
These are £100,000.
I mean, you're not fucking far off. I'm telling you now. It says like €3,399 which is
God.
$3,000 basically.
Are you looking at the same picture as I am that's got the Mesa Boogie in the back?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
Nice little drop of, oh, look what we acquired.
yeah. I mean, I like the colours. Like, don't get me wrong, the kind of weird surfy green one with the flames on, the kind of tomato soup burst looks cool. Not too much of a big fan of the blue one, but
I like the ebony.
I didn't even see that they did that one in ebony.
No, the ebony boards.
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you sure it's not Ridgelight? Because they've had a
No, I'm not.
but yeah, like $3,000 for
Looks
that.
like ebony.
$3,000. Oish. And
Oish.
Yeah.
Oish.
like, are you telling me that you could pick one of those up off the wall and it would play perfectly? Like, for that
is there
price,
any-
it needs to be, doesn't it? It needs to be. Because like both me and Matt watched Jason's video about the Mariposa earlier on. Like, you were literally watching it as I logged onto the chat, and he was talking about how like he paid. Well, he didn't pay, but like the price for
The
it was
value of
about
his
3.5-ish.
Yeah.
And like the setup was beautiful, the frets were polished, everything on it was absolutely perfect. And that is what you expect. That is the kind of guitar that you expect for $3,000.
New Gibsons have been plecked, haven't they? They've had that set up with the all the frets leveled and so on and so forth with the computer.
Yeah,
That plex system.
I tell you, like my modern, mid-tone custom was plecked. And the first thing I did to that guitar was get a new nut cut for it because it was shit.
Oh, that's a
Like,
shame.
I got the nut taken out and installed a Graphtec Tusk one because
Funny enough, that's similar to what my wife did to me when we first met.
So you removed your nut. Which one, left or right? Was it uncomfortable?
No, my head.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was plecked.
Yeah. All fucked. One on the two.
So yeah, I don't think we're too much of a fan of Gibson at the moment. And just as a quick side note, they were doing the audacity of trying to charge $1,300 for an Epiphone Flying V Kirk Hammett as well. But we're not even going to mention that this week because that's a fucking insult, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Right? We should talk. We should bask in our own self-importance here. Who wants to go first with some stuff? What are we saying?
Do you want to hear what terrible thing? Oh, I mean, it's not really terrible. It's actually quite useful, but like it's a really boring thing that I bought this week.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I bought a microphone stand that clamps to your cab.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know the gravity cabs, like it's on a spring and it clamps out, and then you tighten it so that it can't knock off.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, instead of it like having to have a small stand in front that you always fucking trip over.
Yeah, that you.
I was like, I'm sick of this now. So, and you can literally, like, you can go from over the top as well, so it's nowhere near your feet, so you're never going to kick it.
I'm really interested to see if any of the listeners thought what I thought, which was a microphone that you would sing into that clips to your cab, and thought, why have you got a cab in front of your feet?
So that you're facing backwards, never having to look at the road.
No, it's for pointing at the cab, so you can mic up the cab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trick that I used to do was running the cable through the handle, loop it round, and then having basically one of the flat mics resting up against
and I've done that. And then the problem is, though, if you don't have if the cable doesn't string, it spins sideways.
It does, yeah.
And even if you're on the rotational thing, there's a fucking bar down the center, so you've got a bar pointing at your thing, and then you're picking up like either side as opposed to the actual speaker. And the guy's going, oh, it sounds really quiet through here, but it's too loud on stage. And you're like, fuck off, just let me turn my amp up.
Yeah, if I can turn my amp up, it'll vibrate it back to the position it needs to be.
But yeah, so I've basically decided that fuck it, I might I've got two 57s now, one that I'm using for the podcast and another one, so I might as well just have a mic stand that I can attach to my cab so that I can mic it with a 57.
I mean, that's a grown-up
good bit
choice.
of kit. I've seen them and I thought, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
yeah, and they're not even that expensive. It's about 35 quid, I think.
I mean, you're making me feel guilty here for like MacGyver in
don't
the
get me
shit.
wrong. I've been like I've been playing live for 14 years, and this is the first time I've bought a mic stand that's for miking up a cab.
Yeah, fair.
So like, don't get me wrong. I've been MacGyvering it for a long fucking time, but I'm sick of it at this point, and also I'm sick of turning up to venues, borrowing their small stands for a thing, tripping over it all gig, then giving it back, and then 2 weeks later going, "Did you steal our mic stand?" Because it's gone missing at some point, and no one knows who the last person was to use it, and someone says it's you. So then you get a fucking message off the venue going, "Have you piked our mic stand? Can we have it back?" Like, I haven't got any mic stands.
Fucking pikey. Oh, brilliant.
You can eat pikeys.
Like, that is, well,
Yeah,
like
so
classic
if I have my own stand that I take to gigs that literally stays attached to my cab, then no one can say, "Have you stolen our mic stand?" Because no one else will be using it.
They will.
Carve your name into it.
I mean, it's black, so I'll write my name in Tipex on it.
That's it. Yeah, of course. I stole your fucking wonky ass 2-legged mini mic stand. Yeah, I mean, it's prime equipment there. It's almost as worthy as a clown. Cheers,
I remember one of my friends had, I think it was a Bosch GT6, one of the big floor units. This was years, like 20 odd years ago, and he only really used it for one thing, and that was the intro to Mr. Crowley.
Okay,
the organs. Yeah, and someone nicked that at the end of a gig, and he was so gutted because it was like the only way he could do that, like big organ sound. A big organ sound.
Yeah,
I got other ways.
Giggly.
No, I mean, like, considering it's such a small island and it's impossible for anybody to then go on to use the things in public, like use gear in public if you steal it. Yeah. Like this year, like I know of about 8 guitars that have either gone missing. Like, 6 guitars and 2 basses, but 8 instruments that have gone missing from gigs.
You mean 6 instruments?
But yeah, like, so you couldn't then go out and gig that in public because someone will go, "That's Steve's guitar."
Yeah.
Whatever.
What you can do with them?
So people must be just play it. No, because every single fucking van that goes on the boat gets checked as soon as they like. It's not like there's a boat every minute or anything. So as soon as you know that it's gone, you ring the theme packet and go, "Can you check every guitar that goes on the boat for the next 5 days or whatever?" Yeah. Like, you'd really struggle to get them off island. You really struggle to gig them. So people must fucking use them in their bedrooms or just hanging on to them for a while and then taking them off island. Like, I just don't get it. But like, and there's no crime over here. Like, the most common crime that I've seen announced this year is literally people stealing guitars at the end of gigs, which is just mental.
Yeah, it's
mental.
Like shitting on your own doorstep, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah. It's like the reward is not really worth the risk there, is it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, even if it was a really good guitar, the payout.
Someone's probably got mental issues.
Yeah, that's what that's what I would have considered. Was like,
yeah,
but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so my exciting piece of news is I bought a mic stand.
Fantastic. Excellent.
So, what's the next bit of news?
Our next bit of news.
I walked past some guitars in cases. They're currently in my hallway, and I walk past them every day.
Nice.
Yeah.
How was that?
Interesting. I stubbed my toe on it. It was painful.
Fucking guitars. Why do you even do this podcast?
What dickhead leaves fucking guitars in a hallway? Prick. Yeah, me too.
Indeed.
Right, yeah. News. Shall we talk about some news?
We shall. We'll talk about, you know what, we'll talk about the thing that we were going to talk about last week, but we didn't because Lee weren't here. Now Lee's here. Way. TC Electronic, they released an old new delay pedal, didn't they?
Well, the old one was a boob unit, wasn't it?
Boob unit?
Rack unit.
Hey. Hey. Yeah, so this is the 2290p. P stands for penis. No pedal. It might stand for penis. I didn't look into it that closely. So yeah, closely resembles the original rack unit, first released in 1985. discontinued in 2005. So actually, it had a good run, didn't it? And then it looks very similar. It looks very similar. I had a look at it today, and actually, I wasn't as dismissive as I first was. One of the main reasons for this is because they have USB-C.
Okay.
So they
did promise when I was moaning at them last time. And it's not the first time I've moaned at them, but they did say this time,
yeah,
don't worry, we are going to start releasing products with USB-C. And they
did say we just have to get through the stock, like the 100 barrel of like 100,000 USB minis that we've got just kicking about. When we've got through them, we'll start on the USB-Cs.
Yeah, I mean, it was the old ones, wasn't it? It was like the T-shape thing. And oh my God, it's just awful. Like, I've not used that since the PS3.
Yeah, I've got one for my PS3 controller.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is.
So, 2290 is a delay, very famous delay, famously used by The Edge and tons of other artists. Which
can I just ask, was it definitely used by The Edge? Because TC on their website have a list of famous people who are Steve Lukather and some people I've never heard of.
Steve Stevens, and Billy Idol.
Yeah, Billy Idol is the only person I know in Billy Idol.
There's the guy in Guns N' Roses who's not Slash or Izzy Stradlin.
So he's not in Guns N' Roses because it's not in the era that I listen to. Yeah. Some dude from Whitesnake who they've had enough guitarists in fucking
Doug Aldrich has been with them.
Doug Aldrich
since kind of the 90s, and he's he's quite
never heard of him.
Tasty man.
I mean, I've seen him live and I've never heard of him. That's how good he is. Because if he's been with them since the 90s, I've seen him and I've never heard of him.
He plays guitar really weird. Like usually you kind of have to claw your hands to get around the guitar and play around it. His fingers are so long that he lays his hand flat. Because they're fucking long.
But the point I want to make is on the thing for this pedal, it's got those four, and then it says, click here to see more artists that use this pedal.
Yeah,
and there's one other dude called Steve Carpenter.
Yeah,
from maybe The Edge didn't.
Sepultura.
I remember. So The Edge has used loads and loads of delays, loads of them. And I remember back in the day when we were talking about gear and stuff like that, we always, like, when we were talking about how The Edge got his delay things, and I'm talking about like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was always told by people who were like 20 years older than me, 2290. So this is where I'm getting that information from. So
so I wonder if like this page is like the guys that we've given the delay pedal to rather than the rack unit. So these might be the ones that are running that pedal.
Who will let us use their image.
Yeah, it could be that as well.
Yeah,
it didn't offer The Edge enough money.
Yeah,
indeed.
Anyway, it's a very pristine. On the face of it, it's a very pristine digital delay, but it can do a lot more. It has modulation. It has. It can sound like a warm analog delay if you program it right.
Yeah, it says chorus,
very
flanger, tremolo, vibrato, phaser, panning and ducking. So it's got and compression. So it's got a shitload of stuff like added to it.
What is ducking?
Ducking is when you're playing. So you're playing a lot of notes. It stops the delay. It turns the delay down a little bit, and then when you stop playing, it turns the delay up a little bit.
That's really useful. Like I hate this kind of thing, but actually, that's really useful.
Yeah, a lot of delays have that. A lot of delays.
I've never heard of it before. I mean, I hate delay like this, so that'll be the reason I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Flashback has one called ducking delay.
I can find it for you.
Flashback has the 2290 setting.
Mine's got an anal setting. Oh shit. I assume dynamic is probably the ducking one, but it's
probably.
Yeah, it's got 2290 is the first setting on here. And you've got
also, I've used that setting on a Flashback before, like the first one. I don't know what any of them are called on the Flashback. It's just I move it around until it sounds like I want it to sound.
Yeah, you've got tape, Loffy.
The 2290 was my favourite setting on the flashback. I had the export.
Yeah, is that the very first far left setting? Yeah, that's the setting I always use on the flash. That's annoying because I'd never heard of this, and I was all about here to rant about it. And actually, yeah, the best sound on the flashback without using a thing is this. Oh, that's really annoying now.
So yeah, so everyone came. Well, you guys came here to hate on it.
Fucking come.
Well, you hold it in for a little bit longer, please. So yeah, you came here to hate on it, and you both quite like it. So there we go.
I mean,
I don't like the price.
Yeah, it's.
I haven't got a clue how much it is, but what I can tell you is
300.
This is direct competition, except for the price, with the SDE 300.
Yeah.
Is it 300 or 3000? I can't remember. It's sitting over there anyway.
The Van Halen one.
Boss. Yeah.
30 million.
So they are pretty much the same kind of pedal. In fact, they've both got the red LED, LCD calculator like numbers on them and stuff like that. They both got black press buttons. They're both very 80s looking.
Yeah.
And I will have both of them soon, and I'm going to do a shootout video on both of them.
But you can get the best sound from this one by buying a flashback.
If you buy the flashback mini, and then
no, I haven't got
this. That's just
that's my speculation.
There you go.
Yeah. But you said it as a statement.
Well, yeah. What I'll do is,
have you met me before? Have you ever met me? Have you ever known me to not talk facts, even when I don't know whether they're facts or not?
Have I actually met you? I can't remember.
No, I don't think we've actually met in person. But you've met me on the podcast, and you've met my personality.
Yeah, wild speculation is very much on brand.
Mental that I've never actually met Matt, like been within the vicinity.
To be fair, it was only I've been doing this podcast for 7 years or whatever it is, and I only met Budge last year.
Indeed, yeah.
No,
mental.
It was
this year.
Yeah,
this year,
February, wasn't it?
Which, that's mental.
Indeed.
Mm.
Yeah, it's great.
So it looks really, really cool. I will be able to tell you more when it arrives. But I'm quite eager to do a shootout between them. I really can't imagine me liking it more than I like the SDE, because the SDE is my favourite delay sound. But I do really like 2290, and I cannot afford to run two huge delays on my board.
But can you afford not to?
Eventide stuff and that.
Especially not with electricity prices going the way they are.
I mean, the thing going for it, it's got the USB-C, which I mentioned as well. The display looks very much like the display in the DeLorean, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
So does the SDE. In fact, I think the SDE looks more like a DeLorean display.
I think that needs to be one of your categories in your shootout.
Criteria.
Which one looks more like the?
Do like an AI matching? Which one matches most closely to this image?
I'll let you do that. You can just shoot it over to me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll do that in between all of the things. All of the things. Shit. Yeah. So, it's a pricey boy. It's I think $320 was the price.
Yeah. Stereo in, stereo out. It's got
MIDI as well, hasn't it? MIDI out and in and through.
Yeah. You can switch the outputs to either be an effects loop or to stereo.
Yeah,
got an expression in as well. USB-C, as you said.
And it's real MIDI as opposed to TRS as well.
That is, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. You only use 3 pins of it anyway. Matt, you just went completely out of focus. It was like you smudged.
Yeah, it's because I was scratching my arse
on your thing.
It's because I leaned left and then scratched my arse, and the camera couldn't focus.
I'd like to think it's a modesty filter and instantly censors you out every time it thinks that there's anything even the remotest bit saucy going on.
Do you know what's cool? It's got like this screen that you can put over it, and it like locks everything in.
So you can't accidentally press the buttons.
Yeah, so you can still press the foot switches and turn the
Dial.
The big knob.
turn the knob that's on it, but you can't press any of the buttons.
There was me going dial to try and keep it highbrow, and you both went for the knob.
I mean, that is a really that's a feature that a lot of these style pedals really need. Is well, I need to stand on this because it's on a pedal board, but I also don't want to change the settings with my feet.
Yeah,
and they've thought about that, which so that's another positive. I came here to rant about how shit this was, and I've said like 4 positive things. I feel dirty.
Yeah.
Do you know who else does that sort of thing to stop you from pressing lots of buttons and stuff?
Boss, I don't know.
And Gig Rig, yeah, it's called a switcher, which you shit on
Oh
all the time.
no, yeah, that's MIDI, and that's just far too
It doesn't have to be
complex.
MIDI. It doesn't have to.
No,
be
but
MIDI.
that's, I mean, loops as well. I mean, it's just more cables, and then it's a pain in the arse to change your board every time. Well, I want to swap the 27 drive pedals I have out onto the board for 1 gig, and then go back to the same thing that I've been playing for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Kern and Ridge, and then you only need 1 drive pedal.
I don't
No.
want a Kern and Ridge.
Look, mate, you've already got the box for it, right?
No, I threw that away. But yes, I did have the box for a while. Oh, what use is a Kern and Ridge box? I don't own a Kern and Ridge.
I mean, I really need to learn to throw boxes away.
Indeed.
So many.
Oh, I've got the box for everything I own, but not for pedals that I don't own.
I've got so many pedals, and I've got boxes for most of them.
I've got an
When I
Osman
need
bed.
to find one, if I'm selling one, I can never bloody find it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get yourself an Ottoman bed, and that's a great place to store boxes that your missus doesn't want left around it. Because if it was
I've got
me,
an entire separate room that I put these things in.
yeah, I've got like I say, I've got like 40% of the Ottoman bed is guitar pedal boxes, and then on top of the wardrobe that I used to have when I lived with my mother, there's another like 45 or 50 pedal boxes. Some of those pedals I've sold and not gone to get the box. So I do have some boxes for pedals that I don't own anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to say something that is interesting on this pedal, which I've not seen before. You know when you've got like a button to flip the phase?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they've got that on the delay time, the feedback, and the something else. Where is it?
Okay. So they've got like phase inversion on like 4 different settings or 3 different settings.
But when they cancel it out,
Yeah,
if you
I think it was
them...
on another thing as well. I can't remember what it was on, but I can see it on the delay time and the feedback. And I'm not sure how that works. That makes sense to me, but I'm sure it makes sense.
There's one more key feature of why I will never buy this pedal, and that's because it's judging you every time, because there's the biggest word on the pedal is learn. It's like trying to make you practice, and I don't want that.
Fuck you, pedal.
No,
It is, yeah. The bottom right, it's like learn, and it's in all caps. It's like learn. So I don't want to be told what to do by a fucking pedal. Piss off.
Paid too much for you anyway. But yeah,
Go to a library, you dipshit.
I think like from this, we like on the whole quite positive about this, which is a surprise to me as it is to the listeners, I suppose.
To Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like last week. We gave it a good beating, didn't we?
I mean, we just said that it was stupid, but we've just talked ourselves down from that.
Yeah,
and I feel dirty.
Well, let's feel less dirty about ourselves. Let's talk about what I've been up to this week.
Yeah, let's get dirtier.
Way. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, we're not going to talk about it for a massive amount of time because we kind of touched on it last week. But the Caline Lorcan, how much of a surprise was that?
The orange plastic amp thing that he did the video on.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That we all expected to sound like an MS2, but actually sounded passable as a guitar amp.
Like legitimately passable. Like there were some good tones coming out of that. Like if there were one bit about it which was a weakness, it would be the drive circuit because it's not quite as like high fidelity as the rest of it. But none of it sounds bad. And actually, it's like mic'd up, it sounded pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, as a practice rig, like that is a legitimate practicing tool.
Yeah. And you wouldn't think of it. If you looked at it, you go Fisher Price toy.
Yeah.
Like speak and
The
spell.
colour helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, someone legitimately put speak and spell. And I was like, yes, that is exactly what that is. But it's actually really legit. And the entire demo I managed to do on one charge of the battery. Didn't even get below 50%. So
yeah.
I remember when I was 18, I think I was, and I got a Christmas job working at Argos, and my cousin was working there as well. And the amount of time we spent just standing playing with the speak and spell, trying to make it swear, like putting FKR, like, fucker, fucker, cunt. So much fun.
I bet that didn't sound half as good with the delay tones. Yeah, like legitimate piece of guitar gear. I was as surprised as yourselves when I first plugged it in, because I was expecting Marshall MS2 levels of tone to be coming out.
And we've all heard of Marshall MS2 because they were ubiquitous for 20 years.
Yeah, they were. And we all had one thinking, this will be a nice little practice solution. And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
I bought it in sixth form, I did fancy dress as Jimi Hendrix. And I was like, I'll take my Yamaha Pacifica and I'll have the MS2 and then I can play some riffs. And I turned it on once and I went, I can carry an amp around with me because that's what Hendrix would have done. And didn't turn it on at all when I got to school. People were like, oh, can we hear you play? And I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, you can if you really want to. And they were like, okay. And then I turned it on once and they went, no, we don't want to hear you play.
No, it sounds horrendous. Yep. Yeah, so you're not getting that experience, which is crazy. It's a really difficult one, isn't it? Because 20 years ago, this would have absolutely slapped. Look, in today's day and age, we've got so many like modelers and shit that you can do much more with. Like, I know it's quite a cheap product. I think it's only about 60 quid for that, which is quite decent. But like for, what is it, like, I think 83 quid on Amazon, you could get the Sonic Cake Matry box. Yeah. Which does all of that, and then a drum machine. Don't use the drum machine, but like it does multiple amp models, and it does like you can load in your own IRs and shit. So it almost seems like it's
it is because like you say, like it's a fine, loud or non-quiet practice solution for you to travel with.
Yeah.
But everyone's traveling with a pair of headphones these days, so why wouldn't you just take an Ampero or a Matry box or something like that, which would do the job?
Do you know what? We said we weren't going to talk about this for long. What else have you been up to, man?
Apparently, I've been doing the Wampler Rats bait. No, I haven't. That's you. This week I did the Pearl White, which is a very
paste.
It could be. Like it's DemonFX being DemonFX again, like fully saying fuck you to copyright. I mean, it's slightly nicer because it's based on the Snow White by Mad Professor, but the graphics very similar. The layout's very similar. In fact, the Mad Professor's got two modes. It's got guitar mode and bass mode, which this one doesn't. But it basically does the same thing. It's a big box auto wah pedal. So not the Moore auto wah or the whatever other thing in a different box, which is the exact same circuit. Because they're like, the problem with those is you can never really dial out the thinness. There's always a lack of kind of girth to it. This does more of that. It's got a more girthy tone. But hands up, it's not as good as my JSA. The JSA that sounds exactly like a wah pedal. I've not found anything that beats that yet. It's real fucking sweet.
The AW1 and 2, 2 and 3, I think they're pretty good, but I've only from what I've heard from other people. I've not tried them.
The what, sorry?
The bosses, the AW1 and the AW2 and AW3.
Well, I assume a lot of the mini pedals are clones of those. So unless Boss are doing something... Yeah. But
I mean, none of the Boss Dash 3s actually are very good, are they?
Well, like the OC3 and the...
The OC3 was shit.
Yeah.
That's, the DD3 is people don't mind, do they?
Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
true.
they love that one.
But the DD2 wasn't out for very long. Like, they're rare as rocking horse shit if you can get hold of one of them.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly the same pedal as an early DD2, DD3. I've got a really early DD3, or is it DD2? Over there somewhere. Wherever.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know many Boss 3 pedals. To be fair, I don't really know many Boss pedals because I tend not to get on with them. But I think I just try the shit ones and then make an assumption about the rest of the Boss lineup. And everyone keeps telling me I'm wrong, but I've made my decision now.
It compounds your thought process.
Look, my first ever Boss pedal was a turbo distortion.
Oh, you poor thing.
I mean, there are... It's a shame because Boss went through his period of just being not good. And it's a shame. They had like some of the best effects ever in like the Dash 2s, like C2 and stuff. And then they went into mass production, if you like mass production, and just lost all.
Well, you can blame John Frusciante because he told me that the turbo distortion was wonderful in a Total Guitar article in about 2005. So I bought one.
It's really
and it was
specific.
shit.
Him saying, Matt, you should buy this pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew.
Yeah. An open letter to Matt Quine on the Isle of Man.
Let's talk about this 2 notes opus because it's pretty cool.
Hopeless. It's not hopeless. You know what? It's the next evolution, isn't it, of the 2 notes line. So yeah, let's have a chat about it because I weren't even aware that it had been released, and then like I was scrolling through Instagram today, and there was like a demo of it being used. I was like, what? So
yeah, so let's take it as a given that everyone knows what wall of sound is, and everyone knows what the cab M is.
Yeah, I think more
I
people will know what the
those
cab
two
M are.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wall of sound is the
it's just a computer version,
the software version of their cab sim thing, which we all really like, and you can get that for free. You can go and download that, and it comes with a few cabs on it, and then you can buy extra cabs to run through, and you can choose the cabs that you want.
Yeah,
that's great. Cab M is basically that software, but in a pedal that you can stick on your board.
Yeah,
doesn't have what's it called when it's not a load box.
Yep.
So you can plug your amp into it, but you must run out of it into a cab.
Yeah.
Otherwise
so
you'll
it
blow
does
your
it
amp up.
through, but it doesn't do it doesn't work as a load box.
Yeah, you can pair it up with a captor. So you've got the 2 notes captor, 8, 16, and whatever your amp's putting out, that will run into that, and that is a load box.
Yeah.
But what it means is you can use it to record with, you can use it to go front of house, you can use it for all those sort of things.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people do at like guitar shows is they use another feature that's on the cab M, which is a very basic amp emulation where it's like a Fendery sounding amp, and this is built into the cab M Plus, I should say.
Yeah.
And you can actually update your cab M to have the same software. The Plus is just an aesthetic thing. And a lot of people are plugging their pedals into that using the preamp section, and where you can change the tube on it and stuff like that. And it was all right. You know, it sounded all right. If you can tune it in well, it sounded very good. if you just left it basic, it didn't sound good.
Yeah, it was quite limited, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people used it at the guitar show that we were at in February, and what I remember was people using pedals as a preamp.
Yeah,
it sounded better. That's like I don't know whether people were using the stock ones or not, but the likes of Fletch had one of the Thorpe pedals as a preamp.
Yeah,
and it sounded great. Whereas a lot of people were just using just the Cab M, and that wasn't as good as the sound wasn't as good.
Yeah,
exactly. So this looks exactly the same as the Cab M, except that it's black.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at my Cab M now, and it's basically identical in its layout. Same chassis and so on and so forth. It's now got USB-C. It's got more or less the same inputs, outputs. So you've got XLR out and you can run it through. It doesn't have a load box in it, but it has new guts in it, new hardware and new software within it.
Yeah.
And what they've done is they've created some 5 really great sounding, from what I gather, really great sounding amps. So you've got, we can be pretty brutal on here and say what they are. You've basically got a Fender, a Marshall, a Vox, a 5150, and a bass. I don't know what the bass one is. It's called Peggy. So
it'll be an Ampeg SVT.
Of course, it's going to be.
Right. Yeah. So it shows how much I care about bass, doesn't it?
Like, we notoriously don't care about bass a hell of a fucking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they've obviously spent a lot of time on this. They've also got a lot of artists, mainly influencers like Pete Thorne and so on and so forth, to create a bunch of presets. And it still has all of the CAD technology in it as well. And they've promised that there'll be updates coming along with more amps, which will be free.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically it's like the amp part of something like a Helix or a Quad Cortex or whatever, but you can't do the capture side of it.
Yeah.
So it's more like the Helix and the GT1000 and other things like that. But it will be to 2 notes quality, and 2 notes. Their dynamic cabs are the best.
Yeah.
They're better than any
business,
IRs.
Yeah.
They're absolutely amazing. They're used by people all over the world, including really famous artists. Most really famous artists, from what I gather, go down the route of their Dynamite IRs, which, you know, you can move the mic around and you can even mic the back of the cab and stuff like that. They do a lot of work to make it so you can really get that sound that you want. A bit like Matt was saying earlier, if you wanted that off-axis sound where you only wanted, like, you wanted only half the speaker to be mic'd, you can do shit like that. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's like a 3D sounding IR, isn't it? Whereas
it is,
IRs tend to sound like a capture in like a recording studio, where it's like a very specific capture of a very specific setting, and it's all very much 2-dimensional, where you're getting just that specific sound. Whereas the Dyna IRs, you feel the room a bit more, and you feel it feels like you're moving a mic around within a space.
Yeah. And what's cool about this is you can still change the tube. So you can still change the valve. So for any of the amps, you can swap the power tubes. So you could have a Fender with EL34s, or you can have a Marshall with 6L6s,
cool.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's giving you
KT88s on there,
giving you some tonal options already, even though you've got only the 4 like guitar amps. You're getting the so far. But you're getting the tonal variations of those different things. A bit like the Black Star TVP amps, like the ID TVPs, where they had that dial that you could switch between the different like tube voicings, and it'd give you basically like 10 different settings for each of the modes, like the clean mode and the slightly dirty and the metal mode. So you could really, really dial in your tone. So I'm impressed with that.
I mean, it says that the Dyne IRs give you the equivalent of 160,000 studio grade IR files per cab.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. Isn't it? You've also got this torpedo control panel, which you basically plug in the USB-C into your computer, and you can control this via your computer, and that's really cool.
Yeah,
because you then get access to the enhancer, the reverb, the EQ, and it's really powerful EQ, and a bunch of stuff that will just sweeten the sound, and it can make it feel like you're in the room that you want. Now, I use 2 Notes for all my videos that I do because my Victory app cabs have it built in, and I spent a long fucking time trying to make my my Dyne IRs on those amps sound like my room. And I spent so long just like blending microphones and stuff like that. And oh my God.
I can offer you a tip there. Get Budge to do it for you. Because that's what I did. The only time I've ever used any of the 2 Note stuff was Wall of Sound. And I was like, what do I do? And you just sent me your presets through. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. And just never touched it ever again.
I wanted it to sound like the trouble I had was one of my cabs has 2 speakers in it. It has a creamback and a VV30.
Yeah.
And the sound from it is very unique, but none of the cabs had that. So I was trying to make that sound. And then what I need is to get the sounds of each cab sounding good. And then when they were put together, they needed to sound like these 2 in the room together. And sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. So it depended on what I was putting through it. Yeah, I got there in the end. I'm very happy with the results.
Cool. Yeah, maybe
I ain't doing it again.
Send Matt
anyway,
through.
Yeah, this comes out about £300.
Yeah.
$300. $299.99.
Yeah.
Is that not the same price as the if this is basically like a Cab M2, right? Like it's like an upgraded Cab M Plus, sorry.
Yeah.
Is that not what the price that was? So effectively it is just a second generation one of them.
Yeah, it's called the Opus. So Opus Magnus is basically the best of that version of things. I would say it's got headphones out. It's got MIDI in as well, which is great. Which is via
aux in as well.
TRX
3.5 mil in it.
Yeah,
so you've got 3 of those on the side, which are fantastic.
Yeah, you've got ground lift button on it. You can adjust your input level as well, so you can have instrument, line in, or amp in. So you can run a keyboard into it as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, so depending on what you're using, rather like if you're running your amp in, you've got your amp level, and then instrument level and whatever. What it reminds me of this actually. So last week we talked about the HX1.
Yeah.
So to me, this is like the polar opposite to that. The HX1 does everything.
This and a HX1 would be a HX Stomp, right? Because this is like the amp section of a Helix.
Yeah.
The HX1 is like the effects section of the Helix. So you put them together and you'd have a Helix style unit. But yeah, this is like the polar opposite. They've taken all of the amp bits out rather than all of the effects bits out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should add, it's got an upgraded OLED screen because I think the other one was quite pixelated on the Cab M. This has a nice clear OLED screen.
Nice.
It has a built-in tuner as well, which I've found very useful in the past.
Yeah.
You can connect to it using Bluetooth. So there's an app to control it, but you can do everything via the screen as well. So all of the tweakability is you can access it via the screen.
Yeah.
But it's much easier to do with the app or the
desktop
or on your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are only 2 knobs on the front of these. So
yes. Yeah, very easy to use. Not even any foot switches.
How dare you? There's 3 knobs here, I'll have you know. on this podcast.
I mean, would we have it any other way?
So I do actually have one on the way. I will let you know how I find it. And if you have any questions about it before I talk about it with anyone else, let me know. And let me know what you want me to cover on it. Yeah,
definitely. Look, throw in the podcast group. Anything about the TC 2290 and the two notes, because it'll be really helpful to guide your video to kind of to answer the questions that you want to see answering. Because
I don't have to make a video of this, but I still might, because it's quite interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we're gonna go on to doing some news.
More news.
I mean, you've already talked a little bit about your rat's bane, haven't you, Lee?
No. Oh no, that was just a joke with you guys. I wasn't really talking about doing that.
Okay.
I was going to say about the Guthrie thing, weren't I?
You were. Yes, go for it.
Guthrie Govern's best guitarist in the world.
Lovely.
False.
No. I think he actually probably is. But,
false.
No, legit. He's
False.
Just unbelievable. He's absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, he said in an interview recently that one of the problems that a lot of people have is they just do what a lot of us do and let our fingers just start playing for us, and we just noodle along and doing scales and riffs that we're just used to, especially when we're improvising. And he said, that really takes the soul out of it. It's just playing the same old. And for me, that eats at my very heart. I hate that. I just feel like I failed as a guitarist when I'm doing that. I really hate it. So in this, he said one of the things that you can do is just try to emulate everything you hear, whether it's an advert, whether it's a dog barking, or anything that you hear. Just try to emulate that on the guitar, and you'll basically start to get to know your guitar better, get to know, be able to make the noise that you want to make. Listen to a song, try and copy the solo, and but the other thing he said that was really important was stop trying to play the things that you find easy, because you've done that. The things that don't sound good when you play them, they're the things you need to be playing, because they're the things you need to practice.
Yeah. I mean, that is legit. That's legit advice.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Yeah, but this is Guthrie Govan and you're Matt.
Yeah, and I know who I'd rather listen to, and it's neither of us. But my issue with what he's saying is he's saying think about what you're playing whilst you're playing it, and that makes you a worse player. It always makes you a worse player. You want to be
Guthrie Govan.
Yeah, and his music is terrible because it's not music. It's not it's all technical based, and that's what he's saying is invent new techniques, create new techniques, new ways to make these sounds, and then think about these sounds as you're playing. And that's not what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, I want to make my guitar sound like a dog, so I've thought about a dog and I've worked out how to play that, and then the next time I'm playing the guitar I think about the dog shouting and then play the dog shouting riff that I've worked out. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear what your soul is telling you to play in any moment, and that's
what he's saying. Letting your fingers play and take over is not.
But it is though.
Your soul.
It definitely is.
It's just like
because I don't know what notes and
scale again.
Yeah, I mean, I would go about what his outcome is in a very different way to him, and I don't think that he is necessarily right. I don't think maybe I'm right either. Maybe there's no way to do that, but his way would make me a worse player. If I tried to do what he's telling you to do there, the output of me would be worse than what it is when I just let myself go and don't think about what's coming next.
What he's not saying is learn how to make your guitar sound like a dog, so you've got that in your repertoire so you can recall that any minute. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying try and learn this new technique to do that. What he's trying to say is you want to be able to, if you feel like I need to make a sound, you need to have the skill to go and make that sound. Not necessarily the dog barking, but you need to practice in such a way that if you think, oh, this is the sound I want, and it could be any sound, not a sound you've heard before, you think, I want to do this sound, you can automatically go, this is what I need in this part of this song. I can hear this part of the song. I know what I need to have there. And what your soul is saying, your hand can translate to.
I think he thinks about things in a very different way to me.
I think he thinks about things in a very different way to most humans.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like also it sounds like he's talking about recording a song and then having a set thing, and
he was talking about improvising.
Well, that definitely isn't improvising.
Yeah, improvising is calling improvising up in your head the licks that would work in this situation and going, I can do that.
I would have improvising in a different way to both of you. I wouldn't. You could play anything, and I wouldn't know what I would play over it until I had the guitar in my hand and was actually doing the playing. I wouldn't be thinking about licks or anything like that. I would be thinking about where I am and what I want the next thing to be, and how I get there. It'll just happen. I don't think about it.
But. So if you're improvising, you listen to the song that you're playing along to, you get into the groove of it, and then you can do one or two things really, or one of a few things. But one of the things that you can do is you can just let your hand go, okay, it's in the key of E, and this is the scale of E, and this is what I'm playing to. And your hand will just play in this key of E, and you might do a little bit of change in here and there just to keep it with the groove, and it might sound nice. It might sound basic. You might throw in a couple of extra like blues notes or extra notes, or go in and out of a mode or something. But if that's something that you do every time, if you go to the song and you think, oh, okay, what if I did something chromatic here? This would dun 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 wah, and build up to that bit of a solo. You might if you practice that sort of thing and just know that. Feel this is what I want to go. Because have you not ever been to the point where you're like, I really want to do this bit with my solo, but I haven't got a clue how I'm going to do this, so you go and do something else?
No.
Yeah, usually I'd love to be able to play this bit, but my hands can't do that.
Yeah. No, just if I'm improvising, I never get to that point because I don't know what I'm going to do next, let alone know what I would like. I know roughly where I want to like bring it up and bring it back down again, but in terms of how I'm going to do that, I don't know until it's already happened. Like, I just like, is that not how everybody improvises? Do we not just like hold the guitar and whatever comes out of the guitar comes out of it, and you didn't know what it was going to be beforehand, and you don't know, like, you haven't got like a bunch of licks that you're going to throw together. You just, the notes come from your ears. I don't know how to describe it. Like yeah.
So like,
I think when you play like that, it's like you hear it after you've played it, and what you need to be doing is playing what you hear in your head. You need to be translating.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So I'm hearing the melody that I want to be playing next, basically, and the majority of the time, my fingers know where that melody is on the guitar. So
yeah, maybe.
So that's what I mean by like calling up the licks that I know inside my head, because the melody, like, it will be fragments of melodies that I've heard before, or like guitar licks that I've heard before that I think like this is what's like. So my brain's kind of thinking like a second, 2 seconds ahead in where the music is, because I know what the change is going to be. I know where that piece of music's going, and I'm thinking, this is what would fit in that context. So this is where I need to be on the fretboard for that. My brain kind of guides that.
What you're describing there is how I would play somebody else's solo over a song that I already know. Like how say Smoke on the Water, whatever. You're playing the solo for that. That's how I would play that. Was I know what comes next in my head. I know how to make those things. But if I was improvising, I wouldn't be singing the next part of a solo that I've never heard before because I'm inventing it as we speak.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just the way my brain is
It's not right or wrong.
Neurodiverse. No, but what I'm saying is, I don't like unless I've, and this is something else that this is one of the reasons I struggled with learning music from a sheet is I can't work out that without hearing it. So if I've never heard the thing that's going to happen in the future, I can't hum it in my head. So I'll just go with whatever my hands make the sound like. And I know I need to get to a certain place that needs to be higher or lower than where I am at the moment. But how I get there will just happen in the instant. So I guess like that's where I'm different. I'm not thinking about licks from other melodies that are stored in my brain somewhere to get from one place to another. I'm just, no, I want to go up. So I'll go up until it sounds like I've gone enough.
Go for the root or a fifth. No, it's the reason I mentioned this story is because I took it to heart, and one of the things I've been doing is sitting down and playing to just weird things. I just put random noises into Spotify and started playing actually to songs that I found that were like backing songs to TikTok videos and stuff like that made by, there was one particular guy who kept coming up and he was doing like polka and all these sort of things that you just wouldn't normally listen to. And I'm just trying to emulate these sort of things. So, but that's what I'm kind of trying to do at the moment, is not just put myself out of my comfort zone in terms of music styles, but also, like I said to my wife, just make a funny random noise. And she made a noise, and then I spent like a few minutes just trying to work out how to emulate that sound. And this is kind of where I'm trying to go, because I can do modes, all my scales. I can play as fast as you need to play. And I want to be able to take it up at a level. I start learning at some of that jazz stuff as well. I think that comes into it.
And that's another area where we differ. So I can't play as fast as I would like to be able to play. I physically can't. And I've realised that I don't have the patience to sit down and learn it. But one of the things I did when I was very first learning was my teacher would make me play to styles of music that I didn't like. Like if like he basically, I'd go to a lesson and he's like, okay, if you were going to name the top 5 styles of music, whatever I'd picked at the time, it would have been like classic rock, and then it'd been blues, and then and he's like, okay, well, here's some like 80s synth fusion jazz nonsense. And he's like, well, I want you to improvise over the top of that. So I guess I've done what you're doing, just from a different context.
Yeah, and I haven't done to start.
No. This was like 4 years in. This wasn't like lesson number 1. This was like after 4 years of like, I've got all my modes and scales down by this point. And he's like, okay, to move your playing on to the next level, start playing over like you've been playing over blues and playing over rock for 4 years now. Let's get you playing over weird stuff. And that definitely did improve my playing. So I guess you're just doing that. I mean, I never went as far as like trying to emulate like your dog barking or your missus making weird noises, that kind of thing. But in terms of like the different styles of music and things that you're not listening to, I have done that in the past, which I guess then serves you well for in the future when you are playing over, like when you are dragged into a thing and, hey, he knows guitar, make him play.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do you ever now kind of like try and set yourself out of your comfort zone?
No, I'm lazy.
Yeah, I'm busy. Right, gentlemen.
Like, I really should, but I don't.
Like, we've got some news to get through, and we're well over fucking time. Oops. This is proper important news. This is because this is the thing that Lee hates. So it needs to be mentioned.
I don't even know what it is.
Right, so
I just know it starts with Harley Benton.
Harley Benton, kind of like quit your jibber jabber. Harley Benton, Tube 5, 15, and 30. So they were combos. Now they're heads, basically. But they are, without trying to blow their trumpet a little bit here, they are fucking incredible. So you've like the 5 is like a single channel tone and volume head, basically, like really simple.
So it's like a modded Epiphone. What's the Epiphone head?
The Valve Junior.
Yeah, it's like a modded one of them that has a tone as well as a volume.
Yeah, also switchable down to 1 watt.
Cool.
So like attenuates, like fantastic. That comes in at £113
for a Valve amp.
Fucking Valve amplifier, a head that works, that does tubey guitar goodness, 5 watts for 113. The next one up.
He's really good.
you know it.
Wait for it.
Yeah. So the next one up is 15 watt. They've then bumped it up in terms of like the controls to be an actual amp this time, rather than just being like a single like one trick pony. You've got treble, middle, bass, tone, volume, gain, and reverb built in. Also does 15 watt on 1 watt.
Or a tank.
No, that'll be digital reverb. That will surely it will. It doesn't mention, so
Sure, Budge.
It will. Surely it will. But there we go. So
Sure, Budge.
it's single channel amp again, but with gain, volume, tone, bass, middle, treble. I assume the tone is for the reverb. Maybe, I don't know. Or it might be like an additional.
Maybe it's like a presence control instead of a
presence control afterwards. That one comes in at £192. So 192
15 watt head
for a 15 watt head with reverb and switchable wattage. The next one bumps up quite a lot. So the next one is £394. However, 2-channel. It has a clean channel with a switchable bright. So like on and then the bright channel. It's got both high-low input. It's got gain and overdrive volume, a master EQ for it all, and reverb. And the tone on this one is for the reverb. So like reverb with additional tone control. All of that for 400 quid. That's incredible. It's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible.
I think if the reverb is digital, there is a chance that the reverb might sound pointless because it's highly Benton.
Yeah, but I mean, who uses the reverb built into their amp? If you actually like reverb, you've got a pedal on your board.
The Maleko Spring Reverb, sorry, the Mosky copy of the Maleko Spring Reverb is a 15 quid reverb. And that would be absolutely banging in something like this. If they've sourced something that's like that, there ain't no reason for you to be going to be sourcing a different reverb because it'll be fine.
Reverb in the Victories is digital, but it sounds wicked.
Yeah, like the reverb that I had in the Black Star stuff, fine. It's only really good. So it's possible. And this is... so those are all really cool. Like they look... So they're like cream Tolex and then like black grill cloths on them. The other one's a little... Like has got a metal grill cloth, the 30 has. They all can come paired with a 1x10 cabinet. So it's a 1x10. I think it's got a Celestion G10E 30 watt speaker.
They come with that.
So no, you can have them come bundled with that. The price for that,
amazing if they all came with that.
Well,
I mean,
the price for that £77 for the cab. £77.
So you can get a fit like the 15 watt will be loud enough to gig with.
Yeah.
So
basically
all in head and cab for just over 250 quid, just less than 300 anyway.
Less than that because the. Oh, so you're saying the 15?
The 15, yeah, the 15. You're not going to gig with a 5 watt valve amp.
No,
you couldn't pay me to gig with a 5 watt.
You might like if you don't care about clean.
If you mic it up,
have it near your head and mic'd up.
Yeah.
So 192 plus 77. You're talking very much shy of 300 quid.
Yeah,
closer to close to 250 for a 15 watt with reverb and a 110 cab.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely digital reverb because it's called Reverb Effect on the Thomann website.
I've heard some wanky tube amps, like valve amps. Why do I keep going? Am I American now? Well, I've heard some absolutely wanky valve amps.
I'm sure we've all seen wanky tubes.
I do wonder how good this is because however cheap it might be,
Yeah.
If it sounds shit, it sounds shit.
It does. However, someone came up in the comments, Gra, one of our mutual old friends, Matt.
Yep.
He says that he knows someone who gigs the 15-watt combo, and it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, he said the cleans in it are great. I don't know what the drive sound is like, but the cleans in it are as good as any 15-watt amp in the cheaper end.
Yeah.
In the combo anyway, which these are just head versions of that combo.
Yeah, split up.
And I imagine if you paired it with a cab that you already had, say, that it has
Decent
something
cab.
better than the Harley Benton cab with a fucking Celestion G10 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
What is it? 16 ohm or 8 ohm?
Yes, one of those.
16, I think.
So
to both 8 and 16 ohm out.
So what I'm saying here is we've pretty much secured the Gear of the Year guitar
Pedal.
stuff of the Annam last week with the HX1, because I mean, why would it not?
Fuck off.
It's the M5. You don't get a say in this.
Sorry,
You don't get a say in this. It's the M5. It is the official.
We've been here longer.
The official pedal of the podcast. It is the M5 Mark II. So
we called it 4 years ago. We basically invented it. It's our pedal.
Yeah. So you're coming along for the ride. So we've got that for almost guaranteed as a guitar stuff of the Annam. Maybe second place.
Amp of the amp.
Yeah,
this will win amp of amp.
Definitely amp of the year. Yeah, definitely. I'm saying the 15 will win.
To be
amp
fair,
of the
it's
year.
not even my amp of the year. So,
but
to be fair, like
other amps have come out.
JTM Studio.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was the hand wired thing that was cheap.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's semi-hand white, but yeah.
So there we go. We may potentially be looking down the barrel of the number 2 spot here.
But I mean, yeah, like these sound great, and the first thing I think of is all of those people that were modern Valve Juniors 10 years ago. There'll be
they're
some
gonna have a
modded.
field day, yeah.
There'll be some modded versions of the 5 watt of this within 6 months.
Yeah, before Christmas, I'd say. Like, these are going to be. There's going to be like kits out for them. No, if Harley Benton,
It is a good platform to start on with modding.
yeah, I mean,
Sure.
especially like the 5.
Yeah. Oh no, I've
113 quid,
thrown 113 quid down the pan. I suppose I'll get another one and try and mod that one instead.
Yeah. This is the bit
Well, I'm
that,
thinking about
didn't
getting
work.
an amp and modding it. Do be bloody careful, especially with valve amps.
Yeah.
If I die, I die.
All right,
I'm not talking
all
to
right,
you, I'm talking to
Drago.
listeners.
Oh, right, okay. Like you're talking to people that actually care about themselves.
People we actually care about.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
Sorry, that was harsh.
It's fine.
Oh,
I did get it. It was a joke.
we've missed you, Lee.
Good.
Oh, jeez. Right, so that's the end of the podcast for this week, I think, because that is a nice little neat bow put on the news. It's lovely. I love doing these podcasts. And yeah, thank you, listeners, for making it to the end of the Fret Talk podcast this week.
However, if you want to hear us talk some shit about modern
music? No, it's modern music.
release,
Yeah, modern old music.
new old released music that is very topical right now.
Indeed.
You might want to become one of our Patreons.
Indeed, our Patreon backers for as little as $2 a month. $2. What is $2 these days?
It's
Depends if
it's
Gibson
more than
or
$1,
not, 'cause
but less
it's
than
probably
$3.
about $3,000.
It is. Yeah, it's definitely that. Yep. It's nowhere near Gibson money. So yeah, why not just give it to us? $2
Thousands
a
for the
month.
Gibson.
Yeah, eventually you will get a Gibson. You can be part of the Patreon crew, and they are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects. We've got Mr. Andrew Bimson of The Rising of the Lights, and just MIDI general mad sciencery. We've got the trifecta of Erector. We've got Mr. Huge Erection, My
Way.
Cock's Long,
Way,
and Gary Golden Cock.
way.
We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot
Way.
and Mr. Jason Wharton of Mariposa fame. I mean of the YouTube channel. Yeah, check it out. Like it's an emotional roller coaster that you go on with that video that he's just released. Definitely check him out. He's also one of the PBOD hosts as well, so he's good people. He's definitely good people. Right.
Does that make me good people then?
You are also good people by proxy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so if you want to check us out online, I am, of course, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Threads, The Thirst Trap. My God. It's getting worse.
You say that every week.
But it's worth it for Channel 4. Yeah, so all of those /BudgetPedalChap. If you want to find the No Talk or Tone series, YouTube is the home. It is the only place that the No Talk or Tone series is featured. So check it out there. Lee, where can we find you?
Right now?
Ideally on the internet for the people of the podcast who are listening.
So you can find me on Pedalboards of Doom, on Facebook, Pornhub, TikTok, Instagram.
It would be some crazy cross promotion, wouldn't it? Pedalboards of Doom at Pornhub.
Would be, you say?
Yeah. Indeed. And Matt, where are we finding you?
You can find me on Twitter or X, whatever it's. I mean, it changes weeks to week.
It's not going to last much longer. I wouldn't bother.
Instagram or Threads or Blue Sky at @heel_MattQ.
Is Blue Sky not like a
Blue Sky? Is Twitter
a song?
No, it is not. It is the
Mr.
guy
Blue
who
Sky.
no, not Mr. Blue Sky, just Blue Sky. It's the guy who invented Twitter's new Twitter, and it's by invite only. But if you message me on any other platform, I can give you an invite link, providing you're the only person to do it that week.
Nice. I'm at capacity. I kind of like the
it's
dumpster
absolutely
fire that
dead
is Threads.
because it's dead because it's invite only at the moment because it's still in beta. So
What was that other one that was like that? That was invite only.
There's been about 6 of them.
You want about like the super racist one?
No. There was one that was like for famous people only, and
The one that the guy who did Fire Festival did.
I remember I got an invite on it. And I was quite pleased with myself.
LinkedIn.
No, this was like it was a thing for billionaires. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it was called.
Let's get onto the page anyway. Let's do this. So let's wrap this podcast up.
Silly joke.
We need to do one of those first. So from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Lee, from Mr. Matt Caline. Say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Yeah.
Bye, Matt.
It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Hurrah.
Bye.
What do laxatives and seat cushions have in common?
I don't know.
What do laxatives and seat cushions have in common?
It's not going to be worth it now, is it? They're both stool softeners.
Whee!